Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I missed putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
Showed swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Are we live? There we go. Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. The Phillies were able to take care of business last night, and they ended up taking Game 1 against the Miami Marlins, and they're looking to try to take Game 2 as well. Last night they ended up winning by a score of 9-3. They did very well on offense, and Christopher Sanchez looked very good out there on the mound, and they're looking to replicate that today and take the series against the Fish. All right. So hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. If you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles content on this channel. Zeus is going to be pitching today for the Philadelphia Phillies. Zeus looked really good in his last outing against the Atlanta Braves. And if he can do a good job today, I think that that'll put you in a good position to win. Sandy Alcantara on the other side, he's been pitching pretty well lately. He's been very dominant. He's looked like his old self right before his Tommy John surgery. But the Phillies are going to have to try to attack him, and they're going to have to do a good job at playing small ball, getting on base against him, and they're going to be doing it without Trey Turner today. We'll get more into the starting lineup. The roof is closed out in Miami. It is raining over there. I do want to hear what your final score predictions are down below, and who are your pogs. I want to hear players of the game as well. All right. So Sandy Alcantara is going to pitch 8-11 on the season, 148 innings of work. He does have a 5.66 ERA, but as I mentioned before, don't be fooled by that. Over his last 4 starts, his changeup and his sinker have looked really, really dominant. Batters are just hitting 107 against that changeup and 190 against the sinker. He did face the Mets and did a very good job against them. So you're going to really have to be on the lookout for those pitches, and you're going to have to do whatever you can just to get on base and try to fight off pitches against him. So Kyle Schwarber will lead it off for the Philadelphia Phillies, and then it'll be Alec Bohm, Bryce Harper, JT, Brandon Marsh, Harrison Bader, Max Kepler, Edmundo Sosa, and Bryson Stott. First pitch was fouled off, and the second pitch is inside and low for ball 1. And then actually, it hit him. Hit him right on the foot. Called it a 1-ball, 1-strike count, but nope, it hit him right on the foot. And Kyle Schwarber gets on with a leadoff hit by pitch. And he is over at first. So again, it's Schwarber, Bohm, Harper, Realmuto, Marsh, Bader, Kepler, Sosa, and Stott that are in the lineup today for the Philadelphia Phillies. Here's Alec Bohm. First pitch, check swing. Did he go? He did not. Says DJ Rayburn over at first. Bohm batting .277 on the season. There's the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. All right. Who do we have as players of the game? The 1-1 That misses outside and low for ball 2. It's just a day off for Trey. Ty Dalbert also said probably will be a day off for Harrison Bader tomorrow. And Nick Castellanos would probably start the series finale. Next pitch. That's a foul ball. Marlins have still not announced a starter for tomorrow's game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Alcantara's next pitch. There's a line drive hit out to left field, and that is caught right at the letters by the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez, for out number 1. So you got Javier Sanoja over at third, Otto Lopez at short, Maximo Acosta at second, and Eric Wagaman over at first. Agustin Ramirez is catching, Heriberto Hernandez out in left field, Jacob Marcy in center, and Joey Weimer in right. Troy Johnston is DHing for the Fish, and on the mound, of course, is Sandy Alcantara. The pitch. That's up high for a ball. All right. Sorry about that. I think that we're good. Yes. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss on a fastball right down the middle. JD, it's hilarious. I completely forgot that the Phillies were playing today. I'm wearing my powder blue Phillies pajama shirt while doing music theory homework. Hopefully the Phillies can wake up. I like that. 1-1, foul ball. Music theory, huh? That's cool. Did school just start for you? 1-2. There's a foul ball. The Zeus is loose. I like that. What's up, Mike? What's going on, John? 1 ball, 2 strikes. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Here's the 1-2 to Harper, and he sends this one out over towards right center field. This one has a chance. It's going back towards the trap, towards the wall. Bye-bye, baseball! Bryce Harper hits his 24th homer of the season, and the Phillies go up 2-zip. Just barely got out. I'll bring up JT Realmuto. And the first pitch to him is taken for strike 1 at 95 miles per hour. So the Phillies do take a 2-0 lead. Harper launches his 24th bomb of the year. Here's the 0-1 to JT, and he scorches it foul down the left field line. No balls, 2 strikes. Sandy Alcantara on the mound. Again, no Trey Turner today. It's just a regular day off. No Nick Castellanos either, in case you missed that. No balls, 2 strikes. JT hitting .266 on the season. 0-2 delivery. Foul ball. So Sandy, over his last 4 starts, has gone a total of 27 innings before today, and has only given up 4 earned runs. He's also struck out a total of 29 batters in those 27 innings. The 0-2 pitch. That's low for a ball. If you are coming on in for the first time, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you guys do that now. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That misses outside for ball 2. So Schwarber got hit by a pitch. Bohm lined out to left. And then Harper hit a 2-run shot out to center field. The 2-2 pitch to JT. And there's a called strike 3 at the knees. Looked a little bit outside. But John Lipka says you're out. And there's 2 away. Harper, before that at-bat against Alcantara, 13 for 41 with 3 homers and 10 RBI. The pitch. There's a called strike. He actually really had 2 homers and 8 RBI before that. 0-1 to Marsh. Batting .272 on the season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That looked like it was a strike, but it's called a ball. One ball, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. And here's the pitch. It's popped up right towards the left side of second base. Lopez juggles around and now stops and makes the catch. He was shuffling his feet. He didn't know where the ball was going to land. And, well, he makes the catch for out number 3. But Bryce Harper gets the Phillies offense going as he launches a 2-run homer out to center. And we're going to go to the bottom of the first. We'll be back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Otto Lopez will lead it off for the Miami Marlins as we go to the bottom of the first. Here's the first pitch thrown by Zeus. There's a fastball right down Broad Street for strike 1. Lopez playing at short for the injured Xavier Edwards. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That ball is bounced foul. The ball is 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. That misses down for a ball. He was not in the lineup yesterday. It was a planned day of rest, they said, for Xavier Edwards. The 1-2. That misses outside for ball 2. But today, he's not in the lineup again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. Drifting back is Kepler over towards the track. He has 1 foot on the track, and he'll make the catch and record the first out. just backpedaling there and had plenty of room to catch it. There's a four-seamer from Luzardo. Luzardo has a four-seamer, a sweeper, a changeup, a sinker. Those are his main pitches. So the first pitch was in there for strike one. No balls, one strike. And the pitch. Another four-seamer. That time it's high. No swing, though, says the first base umpire. Got to give it up to our Marlins staff for helping that boy out in last night's game, says Dan. Yeah, we'll talk about it. 1-1. There's a swing and a miss. 2-0 Phillies. We're on the bottom of the first. In case you guys are tuning on in for the first time, Bryce Harper did hit a 2-run home run in the top of the first. Jesus Luzardo is pitching. Here's the 1-2. That's high for ball two. Sandy Alcantara is the starter for the Miami Marlins. He gave up the 2-run homer. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zeus kicks, fires, and there's a called ball that was clearly at the knees. Wow. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch on the way, fouled off. It was a fastball at 98. Defensively for the Phillies, no Trey Turner today, so over at shortstop, it's Edmundo Sosa. You got Stott at second. You got Bohm at third, and Harper still at first. Here's the payoff pitch. That misses inside for ball 4. In the outfield for Philadelphia, they got Max Kepler in right, Brandon Marsh out in left. Harrison Bader playing out in center field. Catching is JT, and DHing is Kyle Schwarber. First pitch, it's way up high. Throw the second base to get the runner. He is out at second base. JT gunned him out, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the first. That pitch was really high, and JT did make a skip pass over to second base. But it's not able to swipe Augustin Ramirez out. And he gets caught stealing on the bases. 2 gone, bottom of the first. And the pitch, fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field. Bader's there, makes the grab, inning over. All right, we're going to go to the top of the second inning. It's 2-0 Phillies. Jesus goes back to the dugout. Okay. Yeah. All right. Hi, everybody. Hoagie Boy is here. Andrew is here. John's here. It's John Williams. What's up, Seema? Seema's here. The other John G is also here. What's going on, John G? Philly Sports is here. Hello. Jay's here. What's going on? What's up? Scooter and Beans are in the house. Nice. And Big Papa. Very nice. Dan is here. What's going on? Hardcore is also here. JJ, how are you today, my friend? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm doing good. Look, okay, we probably all saw the video. Okay. We saw everything that happened. Long story short, it was really nice of Harrison Bader to give that kid a signed bat. It was. It was really nice. It was a weird situation. But people are interesting. They really are. But there's good people in this world, and I thought that what Harrison Bader did there was really nice, and I'm just really happy that that kid got something special. Something special. So, but yeah, I'm not going to comment too much further on that. But yeah. 2-0 Phillies as we go to the top of the second inning. Phillies Bell just said something interesting. I want you to listen to this. The Phillies are so fortunate to have Edmundo Sosa. He was obtained from St. Louis in a 2022 trade deadline deal in exchange for Jojo Romero. What's funny is that Romero is doing good, but I really like Edmundo Sosa. I just feel like that he embraces the city. Bader comes up. First pitch was taken for a strike. Second pitch, he swings and misses at the changeup. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. That misses down for a ball. For sure. For sure. 1-2 pitch, and Bader chases after a curveball. And there is strikeout number 2, out number 1, though, of the second inning. Harrison Bader down on strikes. And Max Kepler is due up. Sosa. They booed her out of the stadium. Yeah, well, what she did was not right. It was not cool. The pitch. There's a ground ball. It's hit over towards the right side. Second baseman picks it up, throws it over to first. And that is in time for out number 2. Two up, 2 down. Top of the second. Have any of you guys ever experienced like anything sort of similar to that, though? Like when it comes to catching a foul ball, have like people ever confronted you about that? I've never experienced that. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the pitch to Sosa. That ball is lined foul and out of play. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch to Sosa. That ball is blooped out to left field into no man's land, and it'll drop for a base hit. And Sosa will get on with a 2-out single. Okay, so Sosa does get aboard. That pitch was down the middle. Sosa wasn't really looking to do too much damage there. He got it on the inner part of the bat. Was just able to make some solid contact with it, and well, that's why he's over at first. Now it's Stott who comes up. And there's a pitch that's in there for a strike. Philly Sports says, I was a few years ago at an Eagles practice. Jalen Hurts was throwing signed balls. I caught one, and some guy ran up to me and stole it. Really? Damn. 0-1 pitch. That is inside for a ball. That's awful, dude. Well, if it makes you feel any better. One sec. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is taken down for ball 2. Do you have my DM? Do you have my Instagram? 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. That is popped up, hit out over towards the left side. Shortstop will make the catch. And the inning is over. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Phillies. My LINKTREE is posted right here. Okay. Here's my LINKTREE. Yeah, reach out to me on there. And, yeah. If you do have an Instagram, that is. You can also email me, jasonjosephonair@gmail.com is my email. All right, so we're going to go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Phillies. Phillies have a 2-run home run from Bryce Harper. That family's going to be rolling up to that World Series in a free new camper. That's awesome. Yeah. But no, seriously, Philly sports. If you have Instagram or anything, click on my LINKTREE, DM me, and I know that it probably won't be, yeah, we'll talk. I might be able to hook you up with something. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Phillies. Heriberto Hernandez is due up at the plate. The pitch. There's a called strike. Just on the outside corner. Hernandez batting .265 with 7 homers and 35 RBI. 0-1. That ball is fouled back over towards the screen. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Phillies. Zeus comes set and deals. That ball is grounded foul. No balls, 2 strikes to Heriberto Hernandez. Zeus comes set and deals. And the pitch is outside for a ball. So that'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Zeus kicks, deals. And the pitch is down and in for ball 2. By the way, the Yankees lead it 2-1. That game is in the bottom of the 6th. Luzardo's 2-2. Down and in. Nationals are beating the Cubs 2-1 in the top of the 9th. Nationals are up, so the Cubs will have a bottom of the 9th. 3-2 pitch. This one is hit out in the foul ground towards the first base side. Harper gives it a look, and it'll find the seats. Perfect. Cool. Thanks for that. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Luzardo comes set and deals the pitch. And there's a caught strike 3 on the inside corner for out number 1 in the bottom of the 2nd. Perfect. Very, very nice. So Hernandez does go down looking on strikes. Here comes Eric Wagaman to the plate. And the pitch that is taken is at the knees for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike. Zeus kicks, deals. And the pitch is outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Luzardo again comes set and fires. Throws a sweeper that's at the knees for strike 2. Luzardo not wasting any time, and here's the 1-2 pitch, and that sweeper is swung on and missed. And another strikeout for Zeus. So back-to-back strikeouts in this second inning. That time the sweeper was pulled on a string, and it just landed in the dirt. The pitch on the way in the air, hit out over towards deep left field. Marsh goes back. It hits off the top of the wall. He did not judge that correctly. I think he just lost the ball for a sec. It hit off the top of the wall, and a double is rewarded to Joey Weimer. Didn't bounce too far away from him, but let's see again from the replay here. The pitch was down the middle. Not a good pitch by Zeus. And then Marsh was looking to see where the fence was. And it ended up being a little bit more towards his right side. So he just misjudged it as he was turning over that shoulder. Not saying that he would have caught it, but he didn't run the best route there. Here's the first pitch to Sonoha. That's down for a ball. Javier Sonoha, batting .239 with 5 home runs and 29 RBI. And the pitch is bounced foul towards the left side. That was when Hurts was still wearing number 2. Wow. Larry, what's going on? Should be, I might be, actually. I might be. I don't know yet. 1 ball, 1 strike, and here's the pitch. And there's strike 2. I might be going this week. Here's the 1-2 on the way, swing and a miss. And there is out number 3. So we're going to go to the top of the 3rd inning. Phillies lead it 2-0 against the Miami Marlins. So 3 strikeouts in the inning for Zeus. And we're going to the top of the 3rd. It's good. Michael is also here. How are you, Michael? Forgot about the early starts, says Larry. Excuses. No, I'm kidding. Do you do any of you guys have the calendars of when the Phillies games are? I used to do that. I mean, I have them on my phone, but do you have the printout versions or the magnetic ones that you just hang up on your fridge? Anybody still have those? I had one for last year. I didn't do one for this year. They're magnetic. Guys, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Now would be a really good time to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We go on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, Eagles football. We also do MLB Diamond Zone. And we also do Sunday Night Baseball as well. Sunday Night Baseball tomorrow. Who is playing? I probably should know this, but we're going to look it up right now. Tomorrow night for Sunday Night Baseball, it will be, is there a Sunday night game tomorrow night? I guess that there is not. Yeah, there's no Sunday Night Baseball tomorrow. How about that? That's it. No Sunday Night Baseball next week, or this weekend. No, but I wish he posted the upcoming link earlier for a heads up. I got busy. Keep the bell icons on. Turn on the notification bell icons. Make sure that they're personalized notifications. You got to hit the little pull down arrow on the bell. I know it's an extra step. And you say all personalized notifications. And that way you should, even when I post a link, you should be able to get it as soon as the link is posted. I know it's an extra step, and I don't like that YouTube does that. The pitch is fouled off. It's no balls, one strike. That's to Kyle Schwarber. Here's the 0-1. It's a foul ball. Sandy is up. But yeah, I should have posted it a little bit earlier. Just got busy today. The ball is 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 on the way to Kyle. That's down and in. He did not go. Excuses. No, but when we were younger, the Inquirer newspaper would do team photos every year. It was a small poster style laminate. Huh. 1-2 pitch. And there's a foul ball. That one goes out of play. A local beer distributor gives out magnetic eagle schedules. I stick one on my fridge and have one at work, says Michael. That's cool. 1-2. Foul ball. Nope, schedule is on the app. I used to follow the game, says Larry. Philly Sports says that he has the magnets. Dude, the magnets are awesome. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. That ball was fouled off. There was somebody gifted me, I think it was a couple of years ago. They gave me an Eagles schedule, they gave me a beer opener, but it had the Eagles schedule on it. And I would put it on my keychain because, I was in college. And I had that. That was really cool. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That's taken low and inside for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Schwarber, another foul ball. He's working up that pitch count. By the way, still working on that P.O. box. It's taken longer than I wanted. Don't you think I forgot, though? 8 pitches in this at-bat. 6 of them have been fouled off. The 2-2 to Schwarber. Strike 3 called. That was a curveball right down the middle. And Schwarber shakes his head. Says, I don't know what I was looking for there. There's out number 2. One out, top of the 3rd. Here's the pitch to Bohm, and that's inside for a ball. So, Larry, I know you have a dilemma now on Monday. Have you thought about what you're going to do? Because you got Vikings opening game, and then you got Phillies taking on the Mets. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. That's down for ball 2. All I got was a rock. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And there's a called strike. By the way, that was out number 1 of the 3rd. Sandy kicks, deals. And that pitch will miss inside for ball 3. So the count is now 3-1. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell icons, folks. 3-1 pitch to Bohm. That sinker is in there for strike 2. It was at 97 miles per hour on the gun. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. And the payoff pitch upstairs for ball 4. And so Bohm will get on with a 1-out walk. And that'll put him over at first. Harper, his last time up, able to send one out of the yard to center field. That was his 24th home run of the season. I don't think he's going to get to 30, but he still could. He's going to have to go on a tear, though. The pitch. That is high for a ball. This is what, game number 142? As we got 20 games left after this. 1-0 pitch. That's down and in for ball 2. Alcantara kicks, fires, doesn't get the call there. It misses inside, not by much. That was thrown at 98 miles per hour. And it's now a hitter's count to Bryce. 14 changeups, 13 curveballs, 12 four-seamers. And here's the next pitch. That is on the outside corner for a called strike. 12 other pitches. Three-one. Foul ball. Tonight, the Brewers play the Pirates. Mets, of course, play the Reds. Those games are both on at 6:40. Harper's payoff pitch. And there's a called strike 3. That was inside. Harper's arguing with John Lipka. He has just not done a good job tonight. And Harper is going back to the dugout. Not happy at all. I mean, did Ramirez sell the call? Absolutely, but he moved that glove a lot. And Lipka, I don't know what he saw there, but that was clearly not a strike. So there's 2 outs, and a runner on still at first. Toss bat to first, and that is not in time. The ball was swung on and missed. Ramirez actually threw it back over to first from his knees in a squatting position. And the Marlins, I think, are going to give this a look. Boom. No, they're not. Okay. So they're not giving it a look. They're showing a replay. No balls, 1 strike. And he got his hand back in there. Here's the 0-1. That misses inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to JT Realmuto. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball rolled over to third. Sanoa picks it up, throws it over to first. JT is out by about a quarter of a step. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 man left. We played 2.5, and we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. I want to thank you all so much for being on here. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell icons too. Is the magic number still at 17, JJ? I believe it is. Actually, wait. Can somebody actually fact check me on that? I'll be on the Vikings game on Monday. I'm convinced Jerry Jones is Palpatine, and by the end of the season, he will be in a black hooded robe. Oh, gosh. We have 88 likes and 271 people tuning on in. Yeah. Who's pitching Monday night for the Phillies? Monday, it'll be Manaea versus Nola. That's what you'll be missing, Larry. But maybe by the time the Vikings game starts, the game will be out of reach. Who knows? We'll see. Did I just got a mosquito bite on my the knuckle part of my ring finger? Oof. Tonight, we got Pirates and Brewers on at 6:40. We got Tigers and White Sox on at 6:10. Reds and Mets at 6:40. Rays and Guardians at 7:05. Then we got Orioles and Dodgers playing at 7:05 too. At 7:15, there will be 4 games, including Braves and Mariners, Rangers and Astros, Royals and Twins, and then Giants and Cardinals. At 8:10, you got 2 games. You got the Rockies taking on the Padres. And then the Snakes against the Red Sox. That's the Arizona Diamondbacks. And it'll be Angels versus Athletics at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And that'll be the final game of the night. First pitch, there's a swing and a miss to Troy Johnston. He'll lead off here in the bottom of the third. Zeus kicks, deals, and the pitch is fouled away. Are you saying Diamond Zone is in the future then? Maybe. Then again, maybe not. Turn on those bells. No, I'm kidding. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 is up high for a ball. Yeah, we're going to do it tonight. It's September. We got to hustle. We do. This is our grind month. 1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. And there is out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. What I assume is going to happen is that this game will end at 7. So then we'll go on for the zone at 8. Here's the pitch. And there's strike 1. If I win Powerball, I'd take you all to a Phillies game. Aw. A ball is 1 strike. And here's the pitch. That's down for a ball. You smell that? I smell a Diamond Zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is inside for ball 2. This is Maximo Acosta, who is up at the plate. Luzardo is behind in the count, and he kicks and fires and evens up the count on the swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zeus will get the signs again from JT. Again, just to let you guys know, Bryce Harper did hit a 2-run homer that was in the top of the first off of Sandy Alcantara. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees. 5 strikeouts. Give him another chair in the chat, folks. Nice pitch thrown by Zeus. So Acosta did not know what to do there. And Luzardo just painted that corner beautifully. Here's a sweeper thrown by Zeus. Looked a little bit low, but it's called a strike. It's just been that type of a night for John Lipka. Otto Lopez fly it out in the first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That sweeper is tapped foul. Lopez had to protect there. Lopez thought that he had to protect there. Two gone, bottom of the third, 0-2 pitch, another swing and a miss. Give Luzardo 6 strikeouts as he goes back to the dugout with a big smile on his face. And we're going to the 4th frame. Philadelphia in front 2-0. Be right back. Alrighty. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. Here's the 1-1 swing and a miss. Sandy with 61 pitches so far. Besides the 2-run homer that he gave up, he's only allowed 1 other hit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sandy's windup and 1-2 pitch. Fly ball smoked out to right field. That's going all the way towards the wall. Marsh will round first. He's going to second. The throw is off the line. And Brandon Marsh slides in there safely over at second base and gets on with a leadoff double to start off the 4th. That ball was roped out to right field. He was able to get it down that right field line. And nice hit there from Brandon Marsh. All right, let's go, chat. Let's go. 19 doubles in 2025 for Brandon Marsh. Charge! First pitch to Bader is in there for strike 1. This is Harrison Bader. Harrison Bader up for the Phillies. 0-1. That is low for a ball. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell icons too. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Marsh is rounding third. And he's being waved home. And he comes on in towards the plate. And Harrison Bader comes through with an RBI single. Took them a while for them to cut to Marsh rounding third base. But I assumed with how the ball was hit that he was coming home. The Phillies able to come through again in the clutch. And that'll bring up Max Kepler to the plate. And the first pitch is taken for strike 1. Right down the middle. That's Bader's 49th RBI of the season. 0-1. The pitch. Inside for ball 1. Charge! 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Down for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike to Max Kepler. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. There's the 2-1 offering, and there's a strike called at 97 miles per hour. Two-two pitch. That ball is blooped out over to left field. It'll get down for a base hit, and every runner will move up a base. So Bader stops at second, and Max Kepler able to bloop out a single for Philadelphia. All right, so 2 base runners on top of the 4th inning. 3-0 Philadelphia. How come I didn't get it? There we go. Nice. Edmundo Sosa is coming up to the plate now. The first pitch on the way is at 97 miles per hour for strike 1. That was a fastball down the middle. No balls, 1 strike to Sosa. Here's the pitch. That ball was bounced foul towards the left side. Bader at second. Kepler over at first. Sosa hitting .304 with runners in scoring position on the season so far. No balls, 2 strikes. Alcantara kicks, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Phillies have done a good job in this inning so far, just batting around, or just being able to make good contact off of Sandy. 1-2 pitch, ground ball hit over towards third base. Going to be a tough play to get Sosa out. The throw to first is just in time, so it's sort of like a sacrifice bunt, if you will. Sosa is over at first base, as Rob says, hold it up for a second. And the question is, will they challenge? They didn't pan back to him. And it looks like the Phillies are going to challenge. Okay. I'd like to see if it was closer on the replay, because I thought that in real time, it may have just been out by a quarter of a step. But who knows? Ooh, that was close. Sosa may have gotten his left foot on the bag before that thing was caught. Yeah, he's safe. I think that he's safe. Regardless, even if Wagaman catches it, if the foot's on the bag, the tiebreaker goes to the runner. So he is safe over at first. The challenge is successful. And now bases loaded for the Phillies as Sosa gets on with an infield single. All right. Bases juiced. And Bryson Stott is the next man up. Up next is King Kyle. First pitch to Bryson Stott, swing and a miss. He wanted that fastball badly. He saw it right down the middle. And Stott swung on and missed at it. No balls, 1 strike. This season, Stott with the bases loaded is just hitting .250. 0-1, and he hammers it foul. It's over towards the first base side. No balls, 2 strikes. Bryson Stott in the box. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. That's going to be caught by Jacob Marcy. Bader attacks up from third. He'll come in to score. A sac fly by Bryson Stott. And that gives the Phillies a 4-0 cushion. Wanted him to hit it sharply to the outfield, and he did. And he gets high fives from everybody in the Phillies clubhouse. Phillies dugout. So now the Schwarberian comes up, and he looks at the changeup that's outside for ball 1. 4-0 Philadelphia. Bader with an RBI single, and he also scored a run on a sac fly from Bryson Stott. Alcantara kicks, fires, and Schwarber swings and fouls it off. Got on one knee, able to just make a little bit of contact with it. One ball, 1 strike. Sosa still at first. Kepler still at second. 1-1 pitch on the way, and Schwarber pops this one up a mile high. And the second baseman's there, makes the catch. It was hit over towards the 4-3 side. And Acosta got under it to make the easy grab. And now Alec Bohm will be coming up to the plate. That pitch was right in his wheelhouse. Bohm is due up. Harper waits in the on-deck circle. Pitch number 1 to Bohm. Fly ball hit out to right field. That will be caught, though, for out number 3 by Joey Wiemer. And the inning is over. The damage is done. 2 runs by the Phillies. And they now lead it 4-0. They extended their lead. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th out in Miami. Okay. All right, guys, if you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Phillies were able to send 7 men up to the plate in that inning. And they got 2 runs. What is everybody saying in chat? Vicky is here. Yeah. What's up? What's up, Lugo? How are you? George, what's up, my friend? And my guy, Philly Sports, I got your Instagram friend request. I will reach out to you after the game, my friend. Yes. Who else do we have? We got Jacqueline here saying, I'm liking this new lineup. Bloop Loops for breakfast. Fruit Loops. Bloop Loops. Fruit Loops. That's what you got to call them, Fruit Loops. That's funny. Squeeze bunt. Never really was a Fruit Loops guy. Nice. Anybody have a favorite breakfast cereal? I was a peanut butter Captain Crunch guy. Was never a Fruit Loops guy. I did like Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms were good. Used to also really like Cookie Crisps. Reese's Puffs. Not a Cinnamon Toast Crunch type of a guy either. Or Frosted Flakes. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. And we call him Masturbator now. Keep it PG. At least try to. It's funny, but I'd rather try to keep it PG. Bottom of the 4th. The pitch. There's a strike called on the outside corner. Agustin Ramirez with 60 RBI. That's second most amongst all other rookies in the National League. Is behind Drake Baldwin. First pitch was in there for strike 1. So is the second pitch. That's in there for strike 2. Ramirez walked and then got caught stealing. 0-2 on the way. Bouncing ball hit over to third base, backhanded by Bohm. He charges over to first. It's a little bit off the line, and Ramirez gets on with an infield single. Even if it was a perfect throw there, I think that Ramirez would have just beaten it out anyways. Actually, my mistake. I thought maybe Harper was a little bit off the line. He did have to drag his foot off, but regardless, it would have been an infield single. Here comes Jacob Marcy, and the pitch is taken at the knees for strike 1. Sometimes when you just look at these angles here, it's a little bit hard to tell because you're not getting the full picture of it. The ball is 1 strike. Zeus kicks, deals, and the count is now tied up. That pitch was down low and way outside. Jacob Marcy is in the batter's box. He's the center fielder for the Fish. 1-1 pitch on the way. Fly ball blooped out over towards left center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Marsh plays it on a hop. Sosa tried to go after it. There was no chance that he was going to catch it. And so back-to-back singles for the Marlins. They're trying to play copycat against the Philadelphia Phillies, but let's see if Luzardo can come through here in the stretch. Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles. Cocoa Pebbles were good too. Frosted Mini Wheats are good. I've never had Frosted Mini Wheats. Anybody else? Two base runners, bottom of the fourth. Heriberto Hernandez comes up, and he takes a pie for a ball. Peanut Butter Captain Crunch is the GOAT. It is! Thank you so much for agreeing with me on that. Because once I got hooked onto that, I was like, dude, there's no turning back with the other Captain Crunches. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the pitch. That is taken on the outside corner for a strike. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. There's the 1-1. Ground ball hit over to third base. The throw to second, and that'll trip up Stop, but he does keep his foot on the bag. Ramirez does head over to third, and it's a 5-4 fielder's choice. The ball was topped over towards the third base side. Bohm did charge to it. Got his glove, or got the ball in the glove, and then just threw it over to second base, and then Stott. I don't think that the throw was directly over to Stott. He had to sort of extend his arms out in front of him, and that caused him to trip up a little bit because the throw did not guide him in the right direction. Golden Grams were good, yes. The pitch, and there's a called strike. For years, it was coffee and a buttered croissant. Now my favorite is a buttered baguette. Ooh. Yeah, I don't really eat cereal anymore. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. 0-1 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. That's going to hit off the wall. And so Ramirez will easily come in to score. And the runner stops over at third. That's Heriberto Hernandez. And an RBI double by Eric Wagaman gets the Marlins on the board. That makes it now a 4-1 ball game. Too much sugar. Yeah. So Wagaman gets on. And Joey Weimer is up. And he chases after the sweeper. So that'll bring the tying run up to the plate. And again, guys, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. And turn on the bell icons, too. We got 300 people watching. And 122 likes. No balls, 1 strike. Luzardo looks back at second. Now back to the plate. And the 0-1 is swung on and missed. On the sweeper. Oh, 2 on the way. Down for ball 1. Two runners in scoring position. Luzardo's 1-2 pitch. It's high for ball 2. Thank you very much, whoever did subscribe to the channel. Shout yourself out down below. Luzardo's 2-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He went with the sweeper there. It worked. And there is strikeout number 7. And out number 2. I had a gut feeling that he was going to go to the sweeper and throw it in that particular spot. 2 gone, bottom of the 4th. Javier Sanoja is due up. The pitch. There's a high bouncer. It's hit over towards shortstop. The throw to first base. That's off the line. And luckily enough, it did not go into the stands. But a run will score. So that was hit towards the second base side. Sosa had to come charging in. He had to throw it quickly. He probably should have just eaten it up, to be honest with you, because Sonoha is pretty fast. But Sosa thought maybe he had a chance to get him out. See again. Yeah, he would have been safe. But it actually ended up hitting the top of the rail. If that was a little bit higher, another run was scored. Caleb Cotham is going out there to have a mound visit with his pitcher, along with the other infielders and JT Realmuto as well. The tying run is over at first. And there's runners at the corners here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. 60 pitches for Zeus. 41 strikes, 19 balls. And that pitch really wasn't his fault. He had the right idea there. Just got unlucky. Here comes Troy Johnston. He did strike out in the 3rd. He's batting .269. Pitch number 1, fly ball hit out over towards right field. That'll be caught, though, by Max Kepler for out number 3. Not a good pitch there, but Phillies do get out of the inning. We're going to go to the 5th. Harper will lead it off when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Here's Bryce Harper. Fouls off the first pitch. And the next pitch from Sandy is swung on and missed from Bryce Harper. No balls, 2 strikes. Then the Blue Jays are going to the bottom of the 8th. They're down by 2 to the Yankees. Bednar got a big strikeout. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Harper. Off the plate for a ball. If you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell icon too. Alcantara is 1-9 in his last 14 starts against the Phillies. Not good at all. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Harper, and the pitch ground ball, backhanded by a Wagaman over at first, and he jogs on over to the bag, beats Harper to the punch, and the first out is made. And so JT Realmuto will come on up. Raisin Brand. First pitch to JT. That's down for a ball. That was a curveball. It's 1 ball, no strikes. JT is up. He's 0 for 2. The 1-0 to JT. There's a called strike. That was a curveball. I'm so ready for this Mets series, guys. I'm so ready for this Mets series. 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And there is strike 2. I feel like they have to take at least 3 out of 4 versus the Mets. You gotta win that series. 1-2. And that is down and away for ball 2. What are we talking about? Sugar? 2-2 on the way to JT. Fly ball hit out over towards left center field. And that's going to get down for a base hit. Marcy is going to get over to it. Throws it over to second. It's not in time. JT slides into second base and gets on with a 1-out double. Let's go, chat. Nice swing by Realmuto. Oof. Charge! Phillies better be ready right now. Need to stop giving up runs. Hardcore's like, let's just focus on the rest of the series, and then we'll focus on the Mets. And you're right. The pitch. That is on the inside corner for a called strike. That is the right mentality. I don't want to sleep against these Marlins. Take care of business. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And there is strike 2. Guys, what's the magic number? Can somebody look it up for me? Somebody double check. Somebody tell me what the magic number is. No balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. And the 0-2 on the way to Marsh. Line drive, leaping catch over at shortstop. And so JT is going to be out on an unassisted double play. Bad base running there from JT. And it's an unassisted double play caught by the shortstop. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Come on. I mean, my goodness. Gotta be aware. What's the magic number? What is the Phillies' magic number? Somebody check. Somebody please check for me. If somebody is awake out there. We got 324 people rocking with us. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell icons too, folks. And that way you will know when we do go live. So he lines into a double play. Double play 6. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. Magic number is 12 to make the playoffs and 16 to win the division. Thank you very much, David. Thank you very much. All right. I knew somebody would listen to me. Thank you very much, David. All right. So we're going to the bottom of the 5th. 14. 14 to make the playoffs. Fifth inning had me rolling. We got 296 people watching. We got 137 likes. Let's get those thumbs ups going. Come on, let's go. Let's get the thumbs ups going. Mark, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mark. All right. NBC Sports Philadelphia had a graphic today. And this was a statement that was sent on behalf of Mike Schmidt. And it says this: "It is with great sorrow that we lost Davey Johnson today. He was a great player for the Braves, the Cubs, the Orioles, and the Phillies, one of the most successful managers in baseball history, a teammate, and most of all, a great friend. He touched so many with his wit, knowledge, and dedication to all things baseball and life. He was a special man and will be missed. Rest in peace." That was, he actually said, "Rest in peace, old buddy." 1 ball, 1 strike as we start off the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that misses inside and high for ball 2. Johnson was 82 years old. 2-1. That misses for ball 3. 4 innings for Zeus. 7 punch-outs. 2 earned runs allowed. 5 hits, 1 walk. 3-1 pitch. There's a called strike. Played with the Phillies in 1977. Was a 4-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champion, and also a 3-time Gold Glove Award winner as well. He won Manager of the Year twice. Next pitch, that's taken for ball 4. So, bottom of the 5th, and the leadoff man is aboard. Otto Lopez is now coming up. Definitely did not want to give up a walk there. Zeus has to lock in. Looks back at first, now back to the plate, and the pitch to Lopez, swing and a miss. Good sweeper there. It was actually Davey Johnson. He was a mathematics major at Trinity University. No balls, 1 strike. There's the 0-1. That ball is poked over towards the right side. It's picked up by Stott. He throws it back over to short. And there's out number 1. Davey was actually amongst the first major league managers to apply computer-based statistical analytics to decision-making. That is now called sabermetrics. I actually did not know that. Here's the pitch. And there's a called strike at the knees to Ramirez. Agustin Ramirez, 1 for 1 with a walk, a single, and a run scored. Here's the 0-1. That misses inside for ball 1. Nice. Beautiful. That sounds very peaceful, Jay. 2 balls, 1 strike. So rest in peace to Davey. Anybody remember watching Davey play? Davey Johnson. He passed away today. 2-1, ground ball, sliding stop by Sosa. Throws it over to second base. Nice play by Edmundo Sosa. There is out number 2. He just saved another base hit coming back up the middle. Defense helping out Zeus. Very good stuff. That is 6-4 on the fielder's choice. I think Sosa just took a smooth slide out of Trey Turner's textbook. Did a good job there. Yaleen. I hope I said that correctly. 2 outs in the pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow right field. Kepler comes running on in, makes the catch. And there's out number 3. It is time to go to the top of the 6th inning. Phillies lead at 4-2 against the Fish. JJ, how you feel about the Astros today with Brown on the mound? Hunter Brown pitching tonight. I feel good. I do. I think that he'll have a good outing tonight, but he's going up against DeGrom. I don't know who's going to get the win there. I will tell you this. He's been so dominant against that Rangers lineup this year. And just overall in his career. The only guy, statistically, the only guy that owns him is Jake Berger. But other than that, I'd say that you're pretty good with going with Hunter Brown. But thanks for asking. What's going on, my friends? How are you? Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell icons, and that way you will know when we do go live. We will do Diamond Zone tonight. We'll be on at 8 o'clock. I did not have a chance to make the thumbnail yet. But after the game is done, no post-game show. But we will be definitely making a thumbnail, and we'll be going on for Diamond Zone. Of course, we'll be covering the New York Mets as Diamond Zone is on. And yeah, that'll be nice. T74 guard, what's going on, dude? I remember seeing him play. He was one of 3 Braves to hit 40 home runs in the early 70s. Can't remember which year. Aaron and Darrell Evans were the other 2. Yeah, he was one of 3 Braves players to hit 40 homers. Who were the other 2? Oh, you just said Aaron and Darrell. Yeah, that's correct. That is correct, yes. Okay, I see it on my phone. Which year would that have been, though? No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is taken outside for a ball. That's to Harrison Bader. Cade Gibson, by the way, is warming up in the bullpen. Next pitch from Sandy Alcantara. And it's taken inside for ball 2. Next pitch, and that is popped up out over towards the right side. That's caught for out number 1. That was in 1973, right? It was Hank Aaron, right? Darrell Evans, and Davey Johnson. Davey had 43, Evans had 41, and Hank had 40. Here's the pitch. And that is taken for a called strike. Aaron became the oldest player to hit 40 home runs in, I believe, MLB history at the time that he did that. The pitch on the way from Kepler. Ground ball back up the middle. Played on a hop by the second baseman, and the throw to first is in plenty of time for out number 2. 100 total pitches for Sandy Alcantara. 67 of them have been for strikes. keep those likes and those subs coming. Here's the first pitch to Sosa, and he fouls it back towards the screen. Of course, man. Here's the 0-1. That ball's rolled over to shortstop, picked up by Lopez, and the throw to first will get Sosa out for the third out of the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the sixth. Phillies are down 4-2 the Phillies are up 4-2 against the Marlins. Doing a lot of different things at once. Gotta focus. I wish the Phillies would stop changing the chemistry of the team, says Jim. What's up, Jim? Yeah, you can't just add and take away players. These people have feelings. They formed a bond, and now you're messing with it. Jim, you have to understand, though, that when it comes to like how Nick Castellanos has been playing right now, Nick Castellanos does not deserve to be in the lineup right now. I think it is clear as day. The best outfield lineup that the Phillies could have, or the best outfield roster, right, is Kepler in right, Bader in center, and Marsh in left. I mean, there's no denying it. Nick Castellanos just is not an everyday player right now. He's not playing like he wants to be there. And that right there, to me, is actually causing more so of a locker room negative vibe. And now that he's out, I actually think that the team is gelling better, just to say the least. So I feel like that if you're going to take him out of the lineup, that's actually a good thing for you right now, because now you're riding the hot bats. Now, in regards to Trey Turner is going to take a day off today, and honestly, I'm okay with it too, because, all right, you're going to play him tomorrow. You want him ready for that Mets series. This guy doesn't really take a lot of days off. So, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. Now, I also feel like, during the beginning part of the season, I wanted there to be more so of an everyday lineup, but I guess like what you're saying is, well, Brandon Marsh is struggling against lefties. Why can't we just have a lineup that's out there consistently every single day, like a 1 through 9 type of a thing, where Jimmy Rollins is your leadoff hitter, Shane Victorino's your second, Utley's your third, Howard's your fourth. I understand that, but I don't know. I just can't see Nick Castellanos in the lineup every single day right now. The ball is 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the sixth. And here's the pitch. And there's a called strike at the knees. Hernandez at the plate. And on the mound is Zeus. No balls, 2 strikes. Zeus kicks, fires, and throws it high for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that is down for ball 2. We'll be doing NFL games tomorrow. I will not. The 2-2. That's a foul ball. Tomorrow we got the Phillies. Phillies first. And then tomorrow night, I want to chill out. I need a night off. No Sunday night baseball anyway, so I'm just gonna relax. 2-2 pitch. There's ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. There's a high fly ball hit out over towards left center field. That's carrying. Bader says he has room, and he does. He'll make the catch on the track for out number 1. I will do Diamond Zone, though, tonight. We'll be on at 8 o'clock. As long as this game is on, we'll finish on time, which I think it will. So there's 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 0-1. That's down for a ball. But let me know like what you guys think. Do you guys agree that do you guys agree with Jim? 1-1, swing and a miss. Do you guys think that Jim says that he wishes that the Phillies would stop changing the chemistry of this team. You can't just add and take away players in regards to the lineup. How do you guys feel about that? I would like to hear your thoughts down below, not just mine. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zeus gets the signs, shakes his head yes, and the 1-2 pitch is just down for ball 2 to Eric Wagaman. Lugo with the $2 super chat, man. Thank you.
Thanks for all your hard work, JJ. You the man.
You are, man. And that's why you get a bell. Thank you so much. 2-2. That is up high for ball 3. Appreciate that very much. Cheers. Here's the payoff pitch, and that misses outside for ball 4. And so, 1-out walk here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and that'll send the tying run up to the plate. I have to tell you that the walks have been a problem today for Zeus. Seems like he's been falling behind in more counts ever since the 4th inning. Here's the pitch on the way, and there's a strike called. That's a sweeper at the knees on the outside corner. Mark says, I agree with Jim. The lineup is being managed, says Lugo, perfectly, and has been for the last month. Everyone is hitting, and we are winning. 1 ball, 1 strike to Joey Weimer. There's 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and there's another swing and a miss. Mr. Ghetto says, I feel like as a professional athlete, you should be able to put your feelings to the side and go out on that field and do what you got to do regardless of who's out there with you. Yeah, I agree with that too. 1-2. That misses down for ball 2. If you want to be in the lineup every day, play like it. Hit the ball. Get on base. Do your job. You're not doing your job, you're not going to play. Toss back over to first, and that's not in time. And also, to be fair, with the way that Brandon Marsh and Johan Rojas were playing, like in June and in May, you guys remember how abysmal that was? They just could not hit. So you were stuck, but you tried everything you could to change. You can't just go to the same guys out there. You got to change it up. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And there is out number 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Here's the 0-1. That misses down for a ball. I feel you on that. Good points in the chat. What's up, Andrew? But Mark, what say you? Why do you agree? I want to hear your thoughts about that. 1-1 pitch, and that misses outside for ball 2. We got 343 people watching, 158 likes. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. Let's get to 200. 2-1 offering. That is low for ball 3. I actually wanted them to get more guys at the deadline. I thought that they could have tried. I really wanted them to get Stephen Kwan. 3-1. Foul ball. Mark says Casty plays better when he plays every day. Yeah, but Mark, he wasn't playing well. That was the problem. And he was playing every day. So I respectfully disagree. How many chances does he deserve to have? 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. That misses inside for ball 4. And so there's 2 runners on with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. And now Caleb Cotham's going to go out there to go talk to Zeus. He does have 98 pitches. You might want to get... I'm hoping that somebody's warmed up already. Haven't really talked about that. JJ, get either the Bills or the Ravens winning the Super Bowl this year. Who's your favorite to take it all? No bias. I think that the Eagles are going back. I think that they're going back. That's all that I'm going to say. So we had our second mound visit from Caleb Cotham. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. 2 runners on. Troy Johnston is now up at the plate. Struck out, he lined out. Here's the pitch on the way. There's a sinker at the knees taken for strike 1 at 98 miles per hour. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field. Bader comes in, makes the catch. And the Phillies are going to the top of the 7th inning. It's 4-2, Philadelphia. Stott, Schwarber, and Bohm are going to come on up. Oh, man. Birds definitely repealing. I think you meant to say repeating. The way that they played against the Cowboys, I don't know, that didn't look like Super Bowl worthy at all. I agree. It was only week 1, though, so we all know how that goes. Yes, it was week 1. It was syllabus day. And by the way, too, you lost Jalen Carter at the very beginning of the game. So that changes a lot of stuff. I'm not making excuses because you have to win the game. And ultimately, they did win the game. Did they get lucky? We can talk about that. We can talk about the drop passes from CeeDee Lamb. We can talk about all those types of things. But ultimately, they took care of business. They got the job done. Jalen Hurts made plays when he had to. He stepped up. And I don't think that this is who they are. I think that this is a learning experience for them. And I'm actually, to be honest with you, the more I process what happened on Thursday, the more happier I am that this was actually the way that it looked, because I feel like that this is going to fuel them to be better, right? So I come away with more positives out of it because I do feel like that they're going to brush up on things, and going up against the Kansas City Chiefs, it's not going to be easy. But would love to see them try to take another game against the Chiefs, especially after they lost yesterday. I mean, my gosh, that was bad on their end. So, but that's how I feel. I do come away with more positives. Adoree Jackson, I don't think he's going to be getting a lot of playing time. I really don't. I think that Vic wanted to see what he had in week 1, and now he's not going to go to him as much week 2. But we'll see. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles content. We also do Diamond Zone. Stay on for that at 8 o'clock tonight. Here's the pitch to Stott. That's taking the pie for a ball. Also, no preseason action. You just have to improve week to week. Absolutely, you do. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. That's a slider at 86 miles per hour. One ball, one strike. And here's the pitch. There's a called strike 2. That was a sweeper. Eagles will beat up the Chiefs, as Michael. I hope so. Yeah, now definitely the Chiefs looked horrible offensively and defensively. Yeah, look at them. It's week 1. Everybody's hitting the panic button on the Birds, and I'm just like, they just played 1 week. Not everybody, I'm sorry. There's people on Twitter that are like, it's the end of the world. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bryson Stott is up at the plate. Phillies lead at 4-2. 2-2 pitch, and that is up high for ball 3. Harper had a 2-run homer in the first. Bader had an RBI single in the 4th. And then Bryson Stott had a sac fly. Payoff pitch on the way, and Stott fouls it off towards the left side. So Sandy Alcantara, his night is done. Just wanted to make sure I let you guys know about that. Excuse. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch on the way. Line drive, base hit down the left field line. Stott's thinking 2. He'll jog and cruise on over to second base and get on with a double to lead off the 7th. Nice swing there. Stayed with the pitch, went the opposite way, kept his head down, followed through on the swing, and was able to get a double out of it. George! That's Bryson Stott's 20th double of the season. And he is in scoring position, and now Kyle Schwarber is up. Gibson with the first pitch, and that hits Schwarber right on the shoulder. And he is going over to first base. That's the second time that he has gotten hit by a pitch today. So he'll go on over to first. It's like, man alive. He looked over at Gibson. Was not happy about that. So there's 2 base runners here in the top of the 7th. I didn't think that there was any malice behind that. And now it's Bohm that's due up. 4 runs for the Phils, 8 hits. And Bohm takes a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Charge! One ball, no strikes. Stott's at second. Kyle's at first. Gibson kicks and deals and throws it inside for ball 2. Cade Gibson, 27 years old. He's a left-handed pitcher from Louisiana. Has a 3.35 earned run average and 34 punch-outs on the season in 43 innings of work. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 delivery, and there's a called strike. That's a changeup at 86 miles per hour. 2-1 is the count. 33 games played for Gibson so far this season. Hit those thumbs ups. 2-1. There's strike 2. That was at the knees. I got Bills. 2-2 pitch to Bohm. Ground ball hit sharply over to shortstop. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first, there's 2. However, the runner from second does go over to third. There are 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning, and Bryce Harper will come on up again for Philadelphia. Not what you wanted there from Bohm. He got on top of a curveball that was in the zone. And now Harper is due up. Lefty versus lefty. Harper homered back in the first. First pitch to Bryce. Down and away for ball 1. Phillies' top 3 hitters tonight, 1 for 8. The rest of the lineup, well, they have 7 hits. Next pitch. That's down and away for ball 2. 7 for 17 is the rest of the lineup. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the next pitch to Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss. Got a sweeper that was just a hair outside, but he went after it. Phillies are 6 games above the Mets. They could go up 7 tonight. The 2-1 offering to Harper, and he sends this one out to left field off the end of the bat. It's not deep. The catch will be made for out number 3 by the left fielder, Hernandez. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is 4-2 Phillies. Acosta will lead it off for the Fish when they return to action. All right. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. And if you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. Okay. So here's what I would like to know. Does anybody know who has the most... Oh, thank you so much, Jeevanoots. Thank you so much, my friend. Anybody know who has the most losses in Phillies franchise history? Thank you so much, man. It's really, really nice. Thanks for the raid over on Twitch. Anybody know who has the most losses in Phillies franchise history? Talk about most wins, but who has the most losses? Anybody know? Most losses in Phillies franchise history. Anybody? Don't come at me at once. Most losses in Phillies franchise history. The Phillies. Roberts. Good job. Robin Roberts. It's not Mitch Williams. It was a good guess, though. Robin Roberts is correct. Anybody know how many he had? I should have. Yeah, you're right. I should have said that. Which Phillies pitcher? Yes. Anybody know how many losses he had? First pitch was in there for a strike. That's to Acosta. Robertson is on the mound. 190-ish. Yep, correct. 199. 199. Carlton at 161 losses. Ron Hextall. That's funny. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that is taken down for a ball. Ron Hextall. Dude, he's 61 years old now. Here's the 1-2. That is down for a ball. Mitch Williams definitely has the worst loss in all of sports history. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left center field. Bader goes back towards the track, and that's going to hit off the top of the wall. And so there's a leadoff double hit by Acosta, and he is in scoring position, and David Robertson gives it up to start off the bottom of the 7th inning. So the Phillies are in a dogfight, and Acosta able to double out over towards straightaway center field. That's Maximo Acosta. It is 6:04 p.m. Eastern Time. Bottom of the 7th. Jivanutes, by the way, if you are here, drop your link down below. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. We're at 344 people watching us. And here's the pitch. That is low for a ball. How many strikeouts did Rick Wise have, JJ? Rick Wise, 1 second. Rick Wise had 76. He was 17th. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th, nobody out. David Robertson is pitching. Robertson comes set at the letters and delivers, and the 1-1 is fouled away. Robertson, 40 years old, with a 2.79 ERA and 15 strikeouts, as well as a 1.34 whip. He did good in his last outing against the Brewers. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He actually fouled it off, excuse me. Just got a piece of it. Said foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. Robertson with the 1-2 on the way again. There's a bouncing ball hit over to third base. Bohm charges, gets to it, throws it over to first, and gets the out. The runner from second, Maximo Acosta, stays stationary. Does not even move. One away, bottom of the 7th. Tying run still up at the plate. Here's the pitch. It's taken on the inside corner for a strike. JT's throw to second base. And that is the second time today that JT has gunned out a runner. You can run, but you can't hide, because JT's going to find you and get you out. Nice. The screen froze for a second, so I didn't really initially see it at first. But he got him. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 2 away, bottom of the 7th. Nobody on now. And the 1-1 pitch, ground ball rolled over to third. Bohm picks it up, throws it over to first in plenty of time for out number 3. And so the Marlins shoot themselves in the foot, but David Robertson does get out of the inning without a scratch. And we're going to go to the top of the 8th inning, 4-2 Philadelphia. One last step off. Don't go anywhere. Christian Roa. Christian Roa is going to make his major league debut right now for the Marlins out in Jacksonville, down in AAA. 47 games for him, a 9-2 record, and a 2.83 ERA, as well as a 1.10 WHIP. JT will lead off the top of the 8th. Nobody out. Pitch number 1. And Roa's first pitch in his major league debut is a strike. If you are a baseball fan, if you guys watch baseball, stick around for MLB Diamond Zone tonight. We're going to make the thumbnail after this. The Diamond Zone cast will be at 8 o'clock. We're going to do our whip-arounds all around Major League Baseball. We'll be doing play-by-play during the big-time moments of each and every game. That's what we do. The ball is 2 strikes, and here's the 0-2. That is outside for a ball. Miguel, thank you so much for the sub, my friend. Mucho gracias, mi amigo. Matt Strom getting loosened up in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. That ball is fouled away. One more sub till we get to 72-10. Your Eagles analysis is spot. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thought it was a little bit shaky, but that's because I was getting everything set up and, it was my first day at school again. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's out number 1 in the top of the 8th inning. Still got to sharpen up some things, and I know what I got to get better at. Yard markers, descriptions. But yeah, thank you. It was a little bit rough, but I appreciate it. First pitch to Marsh, and there's ball 1. Marsh 1 for 3 with a double in the 4th, and a run scored. That game also took a lot out of me. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Marsh. Line drive, base hit out towards the opposite way, towards the line. Marsh is going to test the arm, and the throw. The second is not in time. It actually knocked him just on the elbow, and that is the 5th double today. He is shaking that elbow. I think it got him right on the bone. But there is there's a double down the left field side by Brandon Marsh. I was distracted because I was looking at his elbow really quickly just to make sure that he was all right. But he's good. Here comes Harrison Bader, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Charge! Here's a sinker thrown, and it's in there for strike 1 to Harrison Bader. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bader with an RBI single earlier in the game. The 1-1 pitch up high for ball 2. Marsh and Bader have just been carrying the bottom of the lineup. And Stott's been hitting the ball better. They moved up to the middle part of the lineup today, and I think that was a good choice with Trey being out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 3 to Bader. Larry says, I'll consider I'm kind of a baseball fan. 3-1. That's a foul ball. I'll consider it. You're funny. JJ, I love MLB and NHL hockey, the only sports that keep politics out of sports. I don't like the NFL and that NBA, they get too political. Here's the pitch. And so Bader gets on. And so there's 2 runners aboard here in the top of the 8th inning with 1 out. It is 4-2 Philadelphia. Roa pitching. And so Bader walks his way over to first base. And now Kepler comes up, and he grounds one towards the right side. The throw to second, there's one. The throw back to first is definitely not in time. Marsh is safe over at third. And there are now 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. I was a little bit curious as to why Kepler swung at that pitch. I mean, was it right down the middle? Yeah, but this guy has been throwing a lot of... he's been missing some pitches. I still like my batting order better. The pitch to Edmundo. There's strike 1 on the outside corner. Oh, 1. That misses outside for a ball. They've left a lot of guys on base, guys. 1-1 to Sosa. Foul ball. Got to get another run here. Phillies are... Actually, both teams are 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. And combined, they've left 11 men on. 11 men on base so far between both of these teams. The 1-2 on the way. That misses outside for ball 2. And Kepler steals second base. He went jogging over to second. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a base hit could really give them another 2 runs. He did. He went jogging over to second. He was a little bit hesitant, but nobody was covering the bag. 2-2 pitch to Sosa. Strike 3 called at the knees. And the Phillies leave 2 more runners left on base in scoring position. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies still up 4-2 against the Miami Marlins. See, Kepler, now you had to steal second base just for them to leave another runner stranded in scoring position. I mean, there was a runner in scoring position anyways, but just to add it on, come on. Just kidding. Totally just kidding. That was a joke. All right. I was wondering this. Okay. I would like to know, in your opinions, okay, for those of you that have been following the Phillies for a while, who would you say, and this doesn't have to be in any particular order, who would you say are the top 5 best utility players that the Phillies have ever had? Does Sosa go in your top 5? I don't know. But I feel like Dobbs has to go there. Del Unser has to go there, right? Like, let me know who you guys feel like are the best Phillies utility players. Because we look at the Dodgers, we see the Kike Hernandezes of the world, we see the Max Muncies, we remember the Chris Taylors, and it just had me thinking, well, who have the Phillies had that you would consider to be the best utility guys? Del Unser, yes. You'd have him in the top 5. Who else? I agree, John. I 1,000% agree with that. I think Sosa might have to go up there. I really do. Unser was a pinch hitter. I don't consider him a utility player. Tommy Hudham. When did Tommy play? You wouldn't consider Dell as a utility player. Well, then Greg Dobbs, he was a pinch hitter too, but he still played all over the field. Jay Johnstone. It's a good one. Matt Strom is going to pitch. First pitch was in there for a strike. Second pitch, swing and a miss. 60 games for Strom. 56 innings of work, 65 strikeouts. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Jacob Marcy. And one away in the bottom of the 8th inning. Wow. Cookie Rojas. Hudham played in the 70s. So 1 out, bottom of the 8th. And the pitch. That ball is sliced foul. Greg Gross. Yup. I would agree with that. The ball is 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. That misses inside for a ball. So I bet you somebody's going to be like, well, wouldn't you consider Bryce Harper as a utility player? And I would say no. Greg Gross was a good pinch hitter. But I guess, like Larry's saying, a guy that was versatile, that was in the lineup every day, and he could play second, third, and first. And he looks at it as a pinch hitter as another story. But I would put pinch hitters in that spot. I would consider them to be utility players. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th to Heriberto Hernandez. And the pitch. Fouled away. One ball, 2 strikes. There's 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 is in the dirt for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch on the way. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Got a cutter. That was a perfectly placed pitch from Matt Strom. Wow. It's beautiful. That was an awesome strike 3. Whew. He could not have thrown that pitch any better. Really. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Wagaman, and there's a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Wagaman doubled, walked, and had an RBI as well. Strom kicks, deals. That's high for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. That is down for ball 2. Maybe during the break. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That is called strike 2. That was a slider on the inside edge. Andrew says, I want to play the Phillies in the playoffs. You want to play against them yourself? 2 balls, 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. Fouled away. I'd want to play the Phillies in the playoffs. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Bottom of the 8th, 4-2 Philadelphia. And Strom's 2-2 pitch just misses outside for ball 3. Was just a little bit off. JT tried to frame it now. Lipka called that earlier. 3-2 pitch. It's popped up and hit out over towards the mound. Sosa is there in front of Bohm, makes the catch for out number 3. And we're going to go to the top of the 9th inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Philadelphia on the pitching side of things. And they're going to come on up to the plate when they return. All right, guys, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell icons too. All right, excuse me, JJ, on your home run calls, if you can, would you do a Harry Kalas call just once for all of us who loved him, just once, if you can remember how he called it? There's a ball hit out to right field. That ball is out of here. Chase Utley, you are the man. That's funny. Yeah, hopefully I did that justice. I don't think I could ever replicate Harry, but man, loved HK. It's beautiful. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we go live. No, I mean, I want my Dodgers to play against the Phillies in the playoffs. Dude, that'd be sick. I'd like your Dodgers to play us. I think that would be cool. But you're going to have to, with the way that it goes, I guess you would have to play us in the NLCS, right? Because, well, yeah, 3 versus 6, and then they would play the Brewers. So, yeah, you'd have to play us in the championship series. That's a really good Harry Kalas call. Thank you. Thank you. I tried. I tried. I love Harry. That was close. I'll take that. That was fun. Top of the 9th. No balls. 1 strike to Bryson Stott. Pitch to Stott. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. And that is going to be caught right in front of the warning track for out number 1. My favorite call that he had, one of my favorites, was when Howard hit his 3 home runs, and he got numbers 50, 51, and 52 in 06. That was cool. The pitch. And there's a called strike. Hit on the upper third of the zone. The ball is 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's taken low for ball 1. Duran is getting warmed up in the pen. Get those spiders going. Get them loose. Get the spiders loose, the tarantulas. Here's the pitch to Kyle. Fly ball hit out over towards deep center field. It's going to stay in the yard, though, and the catch is made. So close, but yet so far for Kyle. That was 104 off the bat. And there is out number 2. That was his pitch. Just did not get enough on it. is almost dead on. The pitch on the way to Bohm. Swing and a foul ball. Bohm 0 for 3 with a walk back in the third. The ball is 1 strike. And here's the pitch. That's a foul ball. Thank you, man. Wanted to go polo tonight. Figured that would be a good thing. Usually I like to show off my gear. But tonight, I said nah. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And we are going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's time to bring out the spiders, the tarantulas. Bring them out. Bring them out, baby. Let the spiders loose. The tarantulas coming on in. Bring them out. Where are they? There they are. All right. Oh, whoops, I had the wrong one. Yep, that's right. Why did I put Kyle's emotes? There's those spiders. Love it. Love it. It's beautiful. Maybe what I should try to do is I should try to get a spider, like a picture of a spider, and then just have, like, Durant's face on it. There we go. Those spiders. Love them. I'm afraid of spiders. But that's why I don't have to go up against the tarantula. Because I'd be afraid of him. I would. I would be. And you all probably would be too. But he's on our side. And that's what we love. All right, we're at 187 on the likes. I need you guys to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We got to get to 200. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Here comes Duran for the bottom of the 9th. Yohan Duran. 63 games, a 6-6 record, 26 saves, and 29 opportunities. And a 1.92 ERA as well. In 61 innings of work, he has struck out 67 batters. He says a little prayer, and he's going out there to pitch in the bottom of the 9th inning. I think that we're going to get a lot of heaters tonight. Duran comes set and deals. And that pitch was up high and inside at 101. That was a four-seamer. One ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0 pitch. And that is framed well on the inside corner for strike one. One ball, one strike. Liam Hicks is up at the plate. Batting .257, 5 home runs, 39 RBI on the season. And a .361 slugging percentage. 1-1 pitch. Grounded, rolled over to first. Harper with an underhanded throw over to Duran for out number 1. And he wins the race to the bag. 2 more outs to go. Nice. Went with a four-seamer there. And was able to get out number 1. And pitch was down the pike. Javier Sanoja, 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and an RBI. He is up. Duran kicks and deals, and that ball's bounced over towards second base. Stott picks it up, tosses it over to first, and there's out number 2. 4 pitches and 2 outs for the Tarantula. One more out to go. It's all up to Johnston. First pitch on the rise, and that is taken outside for ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Again, we got Diamond Zone at 8 o'clock. We're going to take a step off after this. Give you a very quick recap on thoughts. Here's the 1-0 on the way. Swing and a miss. 101 on the radar gun for the Tarantula. 1 ball, 1 strike. Johnston at the plate. Duran on the mound. The next pitch is high for ball 2 at 102. Two balls, 1 strike. The windup, the pitch. And that's a bouncer. It's fouled over towards the first base side. Miami down to its final strike. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, foul ball, goes out of play. Steve is here. What's going on, Steve? 1 more out, 1 more strike. There we go. We got the 2-1. Nice. Thank you very, very much. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 9th. 2 outs, nobody on. Duran kicks, fires, the pitch, swing and a miss, ball game over. The Tarantula turns out the lights. And the Phillies win another ball game. 83 wins on the season for the Phils. Let's go. Nice. Okay. All right. Nice win by the Philadelphia Phillies. This was just another one of those games where you just wanted them to just get the W. Didn't matter how it worked. It didn't matter how things went down. But Zeus did get the win. Brandon Marsh had a great day. And I think I'm going to go with him. This one's tough. Bryce Harper had a big 2-run home run. That was nice. I thought that really set the tone in the first. Zeus did really well. I'm going to go with Brandon Marsh as I'm going to go with him as my MVP today. So, thought that he hit the ball well again. I love this version of Brandon Marsh. I really am just so happy with how he has been able to put together great at-bats. He's not doing too much. He looks like, even when I'm watching him swing, it looks level. It doesn't look overpowering. It looks to me like he's just making contact with the ball, and he's really found himself a groove. His step doesn't look too high. I think that he's following through more. He is just so comfortable at the plate, and he's taking even pitches that are outside and poking them out to left field. Like, that's all that we ask for from our guys, from our outfielders, these guys that aren't paid to hit home runs. You have your home run hitters like Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber, and your guys that are supposed to drive the ball. I like it when I'm watching this team not do too much at the plate. The home runs will come, but if you're following through, if you're making good contact with the ball, the pitcher is going to throw more mistakes, and yet you'll be able to capitalize as long as you don't think too much about it. Zeus, 6 innings, 8 strikeouts throughout the first 3 innings. He was great. He got some help from his defense in the 6th inning. Edmundo Sosa, I thought, really did make some awesome plays over at short. But he gave up 2 runs in the 4th. But the first 3 innings he did good. I'm still a little bit nervous about watching him pitch at times. I never know which version I'm going to get from him. I think that, and again, we can have this conversation at a later date and a later time, but in the playoffs, he needs to be pitching at home. I think that you got to have him as your number, like in the first couple of games. If we're talking about the NLCS, is what I'm trying to say. He needs to be your number 3 guy. He just does. He pitches really well at home, for whatever that's worth, and that's where I want him to pitch. So, but yeah, not too much after that. You got a nice series win. Duran got the save. That's his 26th save of the season. JT continues to hit the ball really hard. I liked some of the hits that Sosa had today, including the one hustle that he had to get on with that infield single. This guy is just a hustler. JT did really good. He had some nice throws to get 2 guys out. That was awesome. And Matt Strahm looked filthy in that 8th inning, and Duran looked good in the 9th. The bullpen has been great, and I'm very satisfied with how great this bullpen has been ever since the trade deadline. It's definitely been improved for sure. All right, one word to describe that game, and then we will sign off, okay? Magic number now is 15. That deserves a little sip of water. That does. That deserves a sip of water for sure. One word to describe that ball game. Let us know down below. Stars of the game: 3 Bader, 2 Luzardo, 1 Harper. I think you can go anyway. I don't really know if there was like a definitive MVP today. But yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. All right, love you all very, very much. That's going to wrap it up for me. And I will catch you all later tonight. I'll be on at 8 o'clock doing Diamond Zone. And until then, I'll see you then. All right. Bye.